Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing an EIKWmFr Stick 4 with Thatcher, Toolden, and About to Rock. And let's take a look at this. So, I see Mastermind, and Mastermind, if I take Cabbage Lover, Mastermind might come back. Guildmaster is a fun style of play. Um, Alternatively, Cabbage Lover plus Clay Mixer might be okay. Um, yeah, Guildmaster or Cabbage Lover. It's probably one of those two cards. Mastermind actually goes with both because, of course, the guilds have the bonus point symbols on them. So let's try Cabbage Lover. Alright, so I think the pick here is Storehouse Keeper, and it gives me a pretty good crop setup game. And then I'm hoping to get Convict 24601 back with Mastermind. And then this pick is definitely Debt Collector. Whew. I'm fortunate to have got past this so late. Late game Plow Sow is going to be really strong. And then I'm hoping to get Wood Hut Builder back with Mastermind. Maybe Crop Rotator. Although there's no way Crop Rotator comes back. It's way too good. And this is a very easy pick. Another great card, Landscape Gardener. Really great card here. Thanks, Tielson, for tuning in. I did broadcast this live originally on twitch.tv/play_agricola. If you guys want to give me a follow on there, you can see me live and interact with, ask me questions in chat during the game. Point out when I do stuff like not pay enough food or not pay enough wood, which I have to thank Alex Bow for keeping me honest, because I have obviously made some mistakes in games, which he has caught. Which is kind of cool that there's someone paying that much attention that they caught that. So far I have a really strong game, and I got Mastermind back. So I could consider Lemon Trader, just because of Storehouse Keeper should be able to get me a lot of a lot of grain, which Lemon Trader is nice for turning extra grain and vegetable into other stuff. But I think Mastermind is just going to be a really excellent card for me, especially with some of the stuff I've seen in the draft. So my thinking is Storehouse Keeper, Cabbage Lover, play a crop game. So this pick is Stone Carver because Storehouse Keeper wants me to go on Reedstone Food a bunch. Stone Carver is a good way of feeding most of the game, and then at the end of the game I can feed with my excess vegetable and pay a clay for some bonus points. And then theoretically I could get an oven at some point, feed with some grain as well. And this pick is, all of these are pretty weak. Take Master Baker. Unlikely to play any of them. Alright. Well, there's Chocolate, my favorite card. um, More seriously, I could definitely consider taking Chocolate here. However, I think with Stone Carver, I'm probably not going to play a Major Improvement all that early. So I think the pick may be Hayrake. Just because Hayrake gives me access to the really good access to plowing, and then I can use Debt Collector for a great plow sow at the end of the game. So this pick is Crib, I think. Crib's a pretty solid card overall, and then it's also got the Mastermind symbol on it. I do like Peasant's Boutique as well, and Peasant's Boutique with Storehouse Keeper is a reasonable combo. Gives you extra use for going on the Reedstone food space, but I think it's a little less reliable than Crib. Crib is a very reliable card. Alright, looking at this pick, Lamp Oil is good, Flat Hill is good, Bird Cages I consider because of Landscape Guard, or because of Mastermind. Ox Team is an excellent card. I'm not, I don't think I'm going to take Ox Team, and I'm not going to take March. So then Lamp Oil probably I won't be able to play until very late in the game. So then I'm thinking Birdcage or Flat Hill. And I'm going to go with... If I want to save all my clay for my Cabbage Lover... then Flat Hill seems a good way to go. But it makes it pretty difficult to get to a stone house. You know what? I'll take Flat Hill. With Hayrake and Debt Collector, should be fairly easy to play. And I like Flat Hill because you can do some stuff to mess with other players. Like you can start play around 13 and play when they think you can't run out of clay, and then all of a sudden you're able to run out of stone as well, and it can kind of mess with people a little. So I've been on a bit of a winning streak recently. That's been nice. I think I won my last 3 games that I recorded. Yeah, and 4 out of 5. That's pretty good. Things have been like I've been getting fortunate, you know. That's definitely factor. There is like uncertainty in Agricola. Um, but hopefully I've been playing better as well, and hopefully me playing better has been more interesting for you guys to see. Okay. Grain elevator is quite strong, but I already have storehouse keeper. So I'm thinking probably guest or Sunday school. Um, what are the? Do I have cards that really synergize great with Sunday school? Yeah, cabbage lover and landscape gardener. So if I play storehouse keeper, stone carver early, and mastermind probably, then I could start play. Then I can play Sunday school, cabbage lover, landscape gardener. I'll have a grain to sow. Yeah, that looks good to me. This pick is probably flagon, just because it's cheap and easy to play. You know what? Bonfire. It all keep worst comes to worst, it's worth a point, and it lets me do some neat stuff like steal animals. And then this could be potato dip. This actually potato dipper might be playable here. Um, just because it'll let me accumulate vegetables way faster. Animal feed I think is pretty reasonable, but I think this is a potato dipper game because of cabbage lover. And then this is birdcage for sure. Even if I don't play it right at the start, I could play it towards the end of the game for like 2 wood for 3 or 4 points. Alright, so I have a pretty high wood cost game, so I'm going to need to take wood a lot. Like almost all my miners cost wood. Sunday School and Flat Hill do not, but everything else does. So good luck and have fun to the other players. Ooh, okay, I think I probably benefited a little from about 2 rock picking manual labor and not, debt collector. Oh man. I'll do Reedstone food. Tielson says, I swear you always go third. You know what? It kind of seems like it's been that way recently. Yes. Hey, third's probably better than fourth, so I won't say too much. So I imagine about two rocks gonna take wood here. And then I'll take two clay. So I want to set up my feeding in such a way that at the end of the game I can use just my actions for points. Like plowing. I'll have four unblockable plow actions. Three, at least three from hay rake, and then one from plow sow debt collector. So that's looking pretty good. And then if I do, so I only need to do one other plow aside from that. Okay, I get free occupation, so time to play the storehouse keeper. I could just go on Reedstone Food again, but I think I would rather play storehouse keeper, start getting the income from it. Yeah, my wood costs are pretty high, so I probably cannot. I can probably only afford one wood room, and the mushroom collector might make it a little difficult for me to get all the wood that I need. But we'll see. We shall see. Ooh, workaholic's pretty good. Pretty good. Very nice card. About to rock plan start player moldboard plow. Okay. So I will grab wood. So if I can build the first room, that would be pretty handy. But I still have cards to play. I want to play Mastermind, I want to play Stone Carver. And then I need extra wood so that I can play Crib. And potentially Birdcage too. I mean, Birdcage is going to be could be quite good with Stone Carver. Should give me a ton of food. Hmm. I don't know. The wood costs are pretty high. Like, I need to get to 9 wood when I'm doing my family growth queuing to play Birdcage and Crib. and still be able to build a room. So I'll go on redstone food if it gets past me. Otherwise, probably occupation. Okay, yeah, redstone food. And get a grain. Because now with the 3 wood action, I'm able to build the first room. Tooled into and start player. Okay. Trip to the lake. You need to see an additional food and wood. Okay. I guess he needs food because he hasn't got to use his mushroom collector probably as often as he would have thought. So that means I'm going to get occupation back, which is pretty cool, and I'll play stone carver. Yeah. Ooh, cabinet maker. So he probably has the guild master. So I would like to play mastermind. I would like to play um, yeah, I would like to play mastermind as soon as possible, and then other than that, take wood. Take wood as much as I can. Not sure why it got past the Thatcher. Don't see any reason why that would happen. Interesting, going for wood instead of the 4 food traveling players. Maybe thinking about Turok's gonna do that 4 food. And then I'll do 3 wood. Because if I do 3 wood, I have a very good chance of building the first room. Gambling a little bit. So if I want to build the first room, I'm going to have to build with my second action here. Which I can do. I can afford to. It just means that probably Mastermind doesn't get played. Because then if I have to start player, I play Sunday School, and then second action would be take wood, and then next action would be start player again or family growth, and the wood would have to go towards crib at that point. The other thing I can consider is that if I build room here, then it's always possible that About to Rock could start player and then build room in round 5, jump ahead of me in growth. But that's not such a bad thing because it only delays me 1 round. So maybe that would be fine. Yeah, okay, I'll build room here. And then eat a stone and a food. So best case family growth comes round 5. I play Sunday school on family growth. And I have some options. I'll probably try to build clay oven in round 8 or 9, because after sowing my grain, I'll get one back and then I can bake it. And that'll give me the extra food that I need to get through those harvests with the stone on top of the stone. Okay, no family growth, unfortunately. Also, the fireplace has not been built yet. I could build the 2 clay fireplace. I wonder if About to Rock is about to do that. Build the cooking hearth, maybe. I would like that, because then I could use my first move to take wood. Or something. Yeah, 3 wood even is probably not enough. I want birdcage and crib to be able to be played. Come on, play the cooking hearth. You need the food. That's what I'd like to see. I wonder if he chose to eat a wood here. He did not. He's building a room. Okay, so I have a choice here to play Mastermind or not. You know what? I'm gonna gamble. And I could go for those sheep. So I guess the choice is start player or mastermind or get sheep. Getting that huge sheep crab seems pretty good. Pretty good. So then I think, well, About to Rock probably won't start player because I've already passed on doing start player once, so maybe he'll gamble that I do it again. Which would be a good gamble. I guess I could have taken wood and then start player bonfire. Then I would have had a way of eating those sheep. So if family growth comes around 7, I will be happy with this decision. If it comes around 6, I will be less happy. But I'm prepared either way. On one hand, I can play Sunday school. On the other hand, I get my mastermind going and do some my crib play. Lucky for about to rock. Sad for me. Okay, so I have to be a little careful. Thatcher might start player build ahead of me. Look at those nice clay actions. Those are looking attractive. Mastermind, take wood. Mastermind, take wood. I might do mastermind and take wood. It's possible. Because if no one else is going to be able to build a room in round 7, then I can get growth round 8 in absolute worst case. Thatcher could start player build because I'm not able to stable block. But if he doesn't, I'll start player fireplace, and then family growth the minor just goes wanting, I guess, or start player Sunday school. And then on family growth the minor just you know what? I think it's probably I have enough food that it's probably worth playing crib for the points and for everything. All right, if I'm only gonna family growth once, which I might only do once because of how tight wood is, maybe crib is not worth playing, but probably birdcage is. Birdcage could be worth quite a lot for me this game. And then I could start player. When do I need to play Sunday school? So if I want debt collector for round 13, I've got to play it in round 10 at the latest. 3 higher, yeah. So that means start player round 9. It should work. I should be able to make that happen. Oh, Thatcher has Guildmaster. Too bad he didn't get cabinet maker back. Well, this is cool. Means I get family growth round 7 with absolutely no work on my own part. So that means I can afford to take wood with my second action, play birdcage round 7 to get maximum effect from birdcage. Okay, so sometimes it's worth being greedy because stuff like this happens. No one's going to be able to grow ahead of me because no one can build a room. So good stuff. And I'm ahead of Thatcher in turn order. So even if he second action builds, I'm safe. And I don't think he's going to do that. I think he's going to build joinery and basket maker's workshop. So Mastermind, if I don't play Crib, is only a 2-point card, which is not that strong. But I think I can still get other stuff worth going. Okay, About to Rock is not able to build, is not able to grow, so I'm very confident just doing this. So nice. So I played greedy. I didn't do any start player actions, and I'm gonna get second family growth with that. That is an excellent place for me to be in. Excellent place for me to be in. So then on family growth, I'll play Birdcage. And then the rest of the game is take wood as much as possible. Really, that's what it's about. Take wood as aggressively as I can. Oh, I could take Crib still. Crib would get me another 2 food. And it would encourage me to build again. And building again might be good. And it's another tick for my Mastermind. If I'm gonna play Mastermind, now is the time to play it. Or if I'm gonna play Crib, now is the time to play it. So I don't need the family growth, which is pretty cool. So I'll take 4 wood. Yeah, I think I'll build another room. It's looking like I should be able to. And with Crib, I want to build more. And I have miners that I want to play, so really looking pretty solid overall. If I can grow again in round 10, so start play around 9, and then Sunday school on family growth in round 10, that'll be quite strong. There's pottery. So Thatcher looking to get all the guilds. That's very good, very strong. And Toolden, I'm pretty sure Toolden wants defense and hold animals before he builds a room. I think that's what he's looking at because of how he's avoided. Yeah. So he's going to take 2 sheep here, let them breed, and then he's going to take 2 boar. Yeah. And then he'll be able to build a wood room and then a clay room. Or he'll just use that wood for more fencing and just build clay rooms. Oh, just had an accident outside my house. Hopefully everyone's okay. Yeah, I see people out talking. So everyone's okay, good. Okay, good stuff. I family growth and I'll play Crib, and then the question is take food or pay food. And you know what? I'll pay food. So 7 to get a point, and I get a point on my Mastermind. And I eat a stone for 3 food. So what was it? Damn, that's kind of a pain. crib. Announce 2 food and then 7 food total for a point on the crib and a point on the mastermind, then eat a stone, and there we go, my feeding is done. To Rock playing manservant. Okay, so looking like he's planning on renovating up to a stone house. So I want to play Cabbage Lover, Deck Collector, Landscape Gardener. I want to play Hay Rake. I want to play Sunday School. I want to play Potato Dibber and Bird Cage. I have lots of stuff I want to do. It's going to cost me lots of wood, so I want to take wood as much as I can. Fortunately, I can ignore clay thanks to my flat hill. Although if there is like a 4 or 5 clay action late in the game, I can do that. Maybe even 6 clay. If I see 5 or 6 clay, I'll take that. Because of my Cabbage Lover, it'll then let me eat vegetables without costing me points, or eat extra vegetables and gain points from them. Yeah, not all that much I want to do here. I could take 2 reed and then build a room. Maybe I'll do that, because it forces About to Rock to build if he wants to build again, and I'm pretty sure he wants to reno. Sets myself up to get the second to get another room, and then grow in round 9 even. Grow round 9 would be great, because then I could play Sunday School or Birdcage. Probably Birdcage actually, so I can start getting lots of stuff out of my food. Yeah, so I'll be interested to see what Toolden does. Or what About to Rock does. If he's going to reno or if he's going to build another room. Probably in his situation, building a room is better. That would be my analysis. Ooh, okay, reno got blocked, so yeah, I'm thinking he probably builds a room and then I'll take 3 wood. Yeah, so he builds a room, so I'll grab 3 wood. So I'll plan on building a room in round 9. And then growing round 10. So I can consider start player Birdcage in round 9 and then Sunday School on family growth round 10. I don't need to start player to family growth, but I can start player to grab like a good wood action maybe. So then my last action, reedstone food probably. Reedstone food grain. I really don't need the reed, but the food and the stone is food, and the grain is points. So 4 food and a point, or a couple points. I could plow as well, but I think with hay rake I probably don't need plow. So reedstone food grain. Maybe now I take clay for the rest of the game, and clay's worth points on the reedstone food space, but probably I don't need to do reedstone food anymore. So I would expect About to Rock Renos the next 2 rounds to get maximum out of his manservant, maximum payoff. So what will I do with my first move? I probably want to play birdcage here to get the most points out of it. Because then if I just have a solid farm, like not too many negatives, maybe it's just like 1 or 2 animals, it shouldn't matter because I'm just going to have a really strong bonus point game. So this is probably Reno for About to Rock, so I'll take 3 wood. Wood's tight, gotta take it as much as possible. Yeah, so thinking on round 10 I play, or I start player Sunday school here. Right, okay, if I'm gonna play debt collector it's gotta come out round 10. I guess I can always use it for round 14 plow so. But getting round 13 is nice because sometimes you can do start player round 12, get family growth and plow sow, or start player plow sow, or whatever. You can get something really good out of it. And since I'm only gonna get, um, you know what? Maybe it's worth it actually. Maybe it's worth just playing Sunday School here because then I put it on round 14 and I also can play Landscape Gardener at the end of round 11. And that would work. And start player round 12 with um, Hayrake would be nice because then I can later in that round plow. Then round 13 I can family growth plow, and then round 14 I can plow sow. And then I have a late plow action if I want it. Alright, looking good. Thatcher playing the well. So I think I probably start player um, birdcage here, just because then I can get 4 wood in round 10. Should be able to. Because I would expect about to rock is not going to take wood because he wants his manual labor to pay off. He might do plow 2 fields. Might do 6 clay. 6 clay is always reasonable. He does have enough stone that he can afford to go to a 5-room stone house, which is nice. But he doesn't really want to build a clay room before going to a stone house. Would slow him down. Slow down his manservant probably too much. Oh, he's family growthing. What am I thinking? Of course he's going on family growth. Oh, did I just kill Corn Chief? Well, I'm not going to play it anyways, so it doesn't really matter, just as long as it's off the board. So I have to eat a sheep first, get 2 food, and then I feed 7, 1 point to birdcage, 1 point on mastermind, eat a stone for 3 food. So my second action is probably take clay, and then play cabbage lever, and then oh geez, this normally doesn't happen multiple times per game. What room are we in? We're in room 10. Tolden collected all his workaholic goods. Okay, so might finally build a room. So I don't need to build room, nothing I really want to do, so I play Cabbage Lover here. And Mastermind gets its third and final point. So this time I will take the food from crib rather than paying food. Yeah. And then if I want to play Potato Dibber, I could play Potato Dibber start player round 13 to get it off before my round 14 huge plow sow action. So I want to take 2 stone next round. I want to take 3 sheep. And yeah, two stone, 3 sheep. Yeah, you know what? Paying the food into the crib last family growth was a mistake because the bird cage gives me a better conversion than 2 food to 1 point. It gives me 1 food to 1 point. And I probably don't need to do both. So I kept starting player with no work on my own, so that's kind of nice. Um, what do I want to do? Do I want to take wood? I probably need to do the safe play, which is taking food. Because if I don't take 4 food here, I might get starved. So otherwise in this round, I want to play plow, and I want to play 2 stone. Yeah, because if I plow, then I can sow all 3 of my goods. Looks good. and I'll be right back. Oh wow, Mason, pretty good. Good stuff. Good stuff by About to Rock. Really, really strong. And then I put one on my bird cage. And then after About to Rock plays, I play Debt Collector and Landscape Gardener. Oh, and the tow truck's finally here. I guess it hasn't been that long. So Thatcher is on start player, and Thatcher's got a pretty nicely ordered farm. So probably gotta worry about that. Definitely have to worry about this Mason play, although he doesn't have much wood for fencing. Probably, though, that means he's going to be competing with me defense. Um, yeah, we'll have to see. Because he's going to be able to take animals that I'm not able to. I can definitely consider a big clay action and then baking a grain into 5 food next round because, or sometime in the next 2 rounds, because it is looking like the clay oven would be worth quite a bit for me. And then the extra clay is worth something with my cabbage lover. Yeah, so I'll start player here and play Hayrake, I think, so that I can family growth. So, yeah, I definitely want to get the family growth around 13. Going to be worth points. Plus, it triggers my crib, which gets me some more food, which is nice. But Tolden did start player anyway, so it doesn't. Moot point. So I will plow with my first action, or I will take 3 wood, or I'll take 6 clay. I don't think these guys need clay, so I'll take wood or plow first. So, plow just got taken. So if I'm going to plow, I need to play Hayrake with my next action, and then plow with my third action. Probably what I'll do instead is I'll start player round 13, and then play Hayrake, and then plow then, and then I'll get another plow on plow sow, and so I'll get up to 4 fields. I won't get to 5 fields, but I will get to 4 fields, which should be good enough for this game. So my next action will be 6 clay, and then I'll major minor clay oven. Or 6 clay, 3 stone stone oven. That is a possibility. Hi, Romus. Yeah, thanks for asking. Yeah, go ahead. So what my round 13 could look like is it could be start player Hayrake, second action wood maybe or fence, and then third action plow, and then fourth action plow or sow bake. Oh, Thatcher playing clay oven. Sad for me. So I've been Romus. So I've been playing Agricola lately with the easy deck. Been making an average of 40 points. My max is 49. I've seen a lot of your videos and see that you guys make a lot more points, but I use different decks. How many with only the easy deck? How many points would we score? That is very difficult to say actually, because there are some cards like the Constable which give a 5-point bonus for everyone completing an objective. That card will inflate everyone's score, or usually 2 or 3 players' scores, by 5. And those cards are not in the easy deck. Yeah, but there are some of the most powerful cards are in the E deck. I would have to take a look. Honestly, though, it's really difficult to say because we don't play games with just the easy deck anymore. Like we like doing we like playing with more decks than just that one. Oh crap! Is Toolden gonna take? He might build the stone oven. That would be bad for me. And if I want to play competition style Agricola, what deck should I use? Yeah, so you have the original. You've got the old Z-Man version, which is a great game. Romus, my advice: pick up the WM deck and the France deck. Those decks are both excellent. They're really, really strong and balanced and very fun to play with. Um, Reedstone food grain. Um, yeah, so then competition style is a bit difficult to say. So Mayfair right now is putting on a world championship, which they're hosting. They have qualifiers at like two local board game shows. Anyway, what I don't need to rant about that. But basically, they're hosting, and those games are only played with the new Mayfair decks, which is the AG2 deck. So that's what the current World Championship, putting that in quotations, is based on. Now the board game corporation or whatever, the people that meet in the states call it the World Board Game Championships. They played EIKW last year, I think, and they did a draft setting. So I think WM is viewed as very good for competition. I can't say for anything else though. I could not comment. Um, okay, what do I do here? Do I fence? What would I fence? I would fence 10 just to give myself room to hold two animals. And I would leave myself one wood to play like hay rake. Yeah, I have a feeling the rest of my actions are all going to go into feeding. So I'm not going to have that many more actions to take wood. Yeah, so my advice, Romus, the WM deck and the France deck are both really well balanced and really fun in my opinion. So I'd advise you pick those two up. Um, oh, so I'm gonna get family growth here. I don't even need to do start player because About to Rock can't family growth. So that works for me. So then hopefully I get start player with my second action, although I doubt that will happen very much. Um, but that's okay because family growth works very nicely. Yeah, unless I get two boar or two cattle back, because I probably take one of those over start player, but I'm pretty sure that they're both going to get taken. So yeah, Romus, my advice is, yeah, pick up the WM and France deck on, um, might try picking those up on Amazon or at your local board game store and play with those. You could also play if you're like, we don't really have tournaments all that often on Play Agricola, but Boîte de Jeu often has a tournament ongoing. There's also the Meeple League, which is like a like it's just playing online, but with a slightly higher stakes. So you could always check that out and see if that appealed to you. Just playing, kind of playing like normal, except oh, if I take 2 boar here, then I'm not able to do I need to play hay rake here. Ooh, I wonder, will I make flat hill? Because when I go plow sow, I'm only going to have 3. I might not. Yeah, so Romus, we always just play online. We always just play with all of those decks mixed together. Um, when the World Championship happened back in 2012, the format was that the WM you only played with the WM deck, and it was broken down into 4 decks. And then there was a bid, I think, for which of the hands that you played out of that deck, which is, I mean, there are some merits to that approach, but I don't think it's the most interesting format, not compared to some of the other things that you can do. Yeah, so in this game, it's EIKWM France, and there all the cards are just mixed together, and then we just, we dealt 9 to each player randomly. So I also think the most competitive format is 4 plus, is playing with 4 players, just because with 4 plus you get all the cards in. Like that's the highest limit for number of players on a card. Like because, for example, there's no traveling player space in a 3-player game, so then you don't put any of the traveling player cards in a 3-player game. So four is good because of that, and then also because of the Reedstone food space, it allows for a much greater diversity of play. I think it takes the heat off of feeding in that first harvest so much and makes it a little bit more interesting, I think. Okay. I'm gonna grab 5 food from traveling players. And so then I feed 6, and then I eat a stone, and then I eat a raw grain for birdcage. Um, what do I think about getting 10 wood and 4 reed to be able to build 2 rooms at once? Excellent. If you can do it without delaying your position in family growth by more than 1 or 2 positions, then it's usually very worth doing. Especially if you're gonna get like 2, if you can make it so you can get 2 growths in a row, just as long as you can still feed, can be a very, very powerful play. Yeah, I think doing that is usually pretty worthwhile. Planted card, which has goods you harvest during the field phase count. Excellent. Good. So I'm good to play Flat Hill. So, Toolden is able to reno, and he has wood, so he might want to reno and reno fence. So if I'm thinking I'm gonna reno fence myself, I should take wood. So taking wood and then fencing would be a 2-point move. I think I'm just gonna take an animal for 2 points though. Play simple. Another point I'm wondering about is fencing. I tend to get 15 wood to fence all about once. Um, no, well, I think, okay, so I think fencing all at once is usually a very strong strategy. Um, because often, if you have a way of eating, you end up wanting to cook all the animals you're going to have early in the game, anyways, so you're not actually keeping any to breed. Um, Usually, though, like for example, in this game, we have two players that are only going to fence 13. They're losing out on They're losing out on that extra point from the extra 2 wood. So they couldn't get the extra 2 wood, so they figure, oh, it's not worth it. It's going to be better for me to fence slightly earlier so that I can actually hold animals and actually get animals breeding and get points from them. So I think fencing 15 is usually a great idea. Just sometimes you do have to change your strategy around a little to give yourself more flexibility. Okay, so Reno fence is... Oh, it just got taken. Okay, that's fine. Fencing is safe though, so I can take wood and then fence for two. Actually, it's only 2 points for 2 actions. So that's not that good. I probably have better moves. Oh, not anymore. I don't have that option available. Okay, just take vegetable, I think. It's a point and 2 food. And then my next action will be plow. And then after that, got some decisions to make. I guess I have fireplace for 1 point. If I eat 3 vegetables, that puts me at 7 food, and then a stone puts me at 9. So I need to get to 11 food total. So I need 2 food from one of my actions. Or I eat 2 raw grain. That's possible too. Although I'm at the correct number of grain right now. So yeah, so I eat 3 vegetables. That puts me at 7 food. Stone puts me at 9 food. So then I need 2 more food, which I can eat 2 raw grain, or I could take a sheep and eat it, or day labor. Eating grain is only loses me 1 point, so not eating the grain only gains me 1 point. Or I could do so bake. That works way better. Yeah, definitely doing so bake. Okay, so if I sow vegetable, then I gain 2 points. And yeah, it's 2 points from my thing, and then I don't need to eat. Now I can eat 1, 2. Oh no, I can't eat anymore, can I? So I should do this, so, and then now I can bake 2 grain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so About to Rock has a nice looking farm. 5 room stone house, no negatives, very strong. It is possible that I don't know. I don't know how I compare to these guys. Thatcher just took the start players. So that says to me that Thatcher thinks they are winning, which is possible. Ooh, I almost got locked out of Flat Hill. Almost. Not quite, though. So where did I screw up this game? Missing 1 field, missing 3 wood, missing 2 animal types. Yeah, a little disappointing. So I have 2 points on my cabbage lover, 3 points on my mastermind, and then so I have my final score plus 10. So probably not going to be enough. Let's see. Ooh, 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 only 39. Oh, brutal. Oh, that's pretty poor by me. Oh, that's disappointing. Yeah, this fencing, not too many animal negatives. Jeez. Not good. Yeah, brutal by me. Not good. What did Thatcher hit? 46? Yeah. Nice by Thatcher. Getting all those major improvements. Well played. Um, so I'm at 39. So if I get one more plow, which I should be able to with hay rake, that's 2 points, 41. And then two more points from another 3 wood. Yeah. Yeah, that's disappointing. Pretty disappointed in myself that I didn't make this work better. So I missed out on. Maybe Debt Collector should have come in around 13. Well, okay, so I didn't start player. Thatcher start player for round 12, and I thought maybe start player will come around to me for round 13, and it didn't. And then yeah, I was thinking that I might get start player for round 13, so then I could play potato dibber, and then I could get more points out of sowing my vegetables. Yeah, and then I've bonfire. Hmm. Maybe I just didn't get on plow early enough, or my actions were not efficient enough. Like I didn't get enough wood ever. Maybe I didn't value taking wood highly enough. Anyways, that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching. I'll hang around and chat for a bit if you guys have any questions or anything. Yeah, let me know what you would have done in this game. I'm pretty disappointed in myself. Anyways, thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next time.